Yes, Charlotte. This is the host of Vegan Love Coaches Show, Marathi Howie. We are in downtown at 7th Street Market Public Place in Charlotte, and we are here at the extraordinary, beautiful alkaline raw juice bar called Viva Raw. And we're here with the CEO, Mr. Scott Harris. How you doing, Scott?
Hey, Marathi. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well, man. Good to see you, man. So, we just want to get a chance to get to know about your establishment. What made you start Viva Raw? First of all, we want to ask you, what is the mind behind Viva Raw? What made you come up with that name?
Yeah, good questions. So the way we got started was I was actually in banking for 15 years. Got a little burned out on that. Was never really crazy about it, although I got to live in some really interesting places. Finally, after 15 years, left. And about the same time, I wasn't really feeling that well. Nothing really life-threatening, but I just had a few different medical issues going on that kind of, combined all together, left me in kind of a funk, just with no energy. And this went on for a couple of years, and I just couldn't figure out what was going on. At that time, I was in my mid-30s, and I was getting a little older, but I didn't feel like I should be that tired all the time, and just kind of walking around in a fog. And saw a couple of doctors, and one recommended that I take a thyroid medication. Another suggested that maybe I try an antidepressant. And I just didn't feel like that was what the answer was. And long story short, fast forward a little bit, a friend of mine recommended that I try raw juicing, and I did it. It wasn't an overnight cure, but I noticed that little by little I was feeling better. That, coupled with going to see a couple of alternative healthcare providers that helped me address some things naturally, all that together got me going into a good direction. And then at the time, by that time I had quit my career in finance and was looking for what I was going to do next. Went out to California, saw how well all of the juice bars out there were doing. Came back here, friends and family were asking me to make juice for them, so just started thinking more seriously about opening up a raw juice place in Charlotte, and here we are. So, and it actually wasn't until after we officially opened that I became vegan. When we opened this, I was still eating some animal products.
Yes.
But after opened this, started meeting a lot more people in the vegan community, and realized that I needed to go all the way.
That's powerful. So how long has your establishment actually been open?
Yeah, so we've been around for about 6.5 years. We started in October of 2011.
Okay. That's in my birthday, man.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Maybe Libra?
October 22nd, man.
What? October 18th.
That's why we vibe,
right.
bro. That's why we vibe, man.
Nice.
Libras. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. That's cool. Well, I see your motto is alkaline, feeling fine.
Yeah.
A lot of people are starting to find out more about what alkalinity is. Alkalinity or being alkaline is when your body is alkaline, that's when your body is disease free. When your body is acidic, that's when disease is able to come into your body. That's how disease is able to take over. So you want your body to be alkaline. So one thing about his establishment is he deals with alkaline juices, herbs, and things of that nature. So the motto is alkaline, feeling fine, man. So what do you mean by that, man?
Yeah, well, exactly what you just said. So, think back to when you were in high school chemistry class, and they teach you about the pH scale. So at one end of the pH scale, you've got alkaline or base, and at the other end, you've got acid. And so foods like animal products and processed flours and sugars and artificial flavors and colorings, all those things are very acidic. So you got to balance out all of that stuff with much more alkaline things, like most notably fresh fruits and vegetables. So whether you're eating those fruits and vegetables in whole fruit form or whole vegetable form or in the form of a raw juice, either way, you're going to contribute to the alkalinity of your body. And when your body is in a slightly alkaline state, inflammation goes down.
That's right.
Cancer cells don't thrive. In an acidic environment, cancer cells replicate really quickly. But in an alkaline environment, they're much more controlled. I think even the healthiest most of us, we have a few cancer cells floating around in our body. So it's just a question of how you control that. And one of the ways you control that is with the pH level or the alkalinity. So eat your fresh fruits and veggies.
Man, that's powerful. That's powerful.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all hear it again, man. Eat your fresh fruits and vegetables, man. We always talking about that.
Yeah.
One thing that I speak about with a lot of the people that follow me. I speak to them about the aspect of the healing intelligence laying dormant in the body. And one of the reasons why the healing intelligence lays dormant in the body is because we're plant-based deficient. We're not putting enough plants in our body. So Scott here is allowing you guys to come and get raw plants and in a juicing form. And when you juice it, it's like you're getting so much of it, because sometimes you may not have time to sit there and take all of these different veggies and put them together. So Scott is providing that for you in the juice. So whenever you go into your raw juicing cleanses and things like this, you're able to come here and you can see Viva Raw and see what it's about. Scott, I have another question for you, man. I want to speak to you about the aspect of the vegan lifestyle and the vegan community in Charlotte. How much has it grown over the years since you've been here? What are you seeing taking place, man?
Oh yeah, it's happening. I mean, when we first started out, the vegan community in Charlotte felt like it was pretty small, but it has just exploded in the last 5-6 years. So as a really good example of that, Veg Fest started in Charlotte, I want to say 6 years ago. I might be off by a year or so on that. And the first Veg Fest happened outside on Commonwealth Avenue in Plaza Midwood. And there were, I don't know, at best a couple hundred people there. And there were just a few vendors, a few of us set up with folding tables out on the street. I mean, it wasn't anything at all. Fast forward to last year, Veg Fest had over 5,000, I think if I remember correctly, almost 6,000 people show up with, I don't even know how many vendors over at the Park Expo. And I'm sure next time it's going to be even bigger. So that's just, I think, a really good testimony to how much the vegan community has grown. We get people this year, probably more than any other year so far. We've had people walk up to our juice bar here and say, hey, I've recently gone plant-based, or I'm thinking about going plant-based, but I don't really know where to start. We've had that happen almost on a daily basis this year, it feels like. A lot more people just really curious, but not really sure where to start. So luckily now there are a lot of options to point people to in Charlotte, a lot of really sound vegan businesses, but then there are also meetup groups like Charlotte Vegan Drinks that meets every month, organized by the Humane League. There's so much good stuff going on.
Wow, that's powerful.
Yeah.
So as y'all see, man, I mean, he's a testimony. He's right here in the middle of downtown Charlotte, and he's speaking about how much his vegan lifestyle is growing. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back with Mr. Scott Harris of Viva Raw. So y'all know what it is, Mr. Vegan Love Culture. We'll be back in a few. Peace. Yes, Charlotte. We are back with the Vegan Love Culture Show here at Viva Raw with the CEO, Scott Harris. So, Scott, I want to ask you a few questions dealing with your establishment and some of your things on your menu. All right,
sure,
and some of your juices and some of your milks and things of that nature. Right here, I see we have the hemp field milk. And so this has water, pear, banana, hemp seeds, kale, dates, spirulina, vanilla bean, and Celtic sea salt in it. So this is a very, very nutritious milk. I can't wait to try it, but I want to give you a chance to speak more on some of your other milks and some of your other things on your menu.
Sure, yeah. So that one in particular I love to talk about because hemp seeds are amazing. As you know, hemp seeds have a really good balance of omega-3 to omega-6 fatty acids. So that's good for brain power, a lot of other good benefits for the body.
Protein.
High in protein. Yeah, absolutely. And hemp milk, by the way, is really easy to make at home. A cup of hemp seeds and 4 cups of water and a blender on high for about 60 seconds, and bam, you've got homemade hemp milk. It's so easy. You can add a date if you want a little bit of sweetness or whatever you want to flavor it with. In this case, we add some spirulina and kale, so it's a little denser. But yeah, so easy to make it at home. It's also also a really sustainable crop. And my favorite part is that it could become, I think it will become a local crop. They have opened it up to some growers in North Carolina for the first time in decades. And so if all goes well, they'll open it up to more growers. So it could very well become a very available local crop. And it's got so many, the hemp plant's got so many good uses to it for it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Did I answer your question?
Yeah. Well, I also want to know about some of your other milks. I know you some of your other milks on here. I see that you have an almond bliss. You have a cocoa almond bliss as well. You also have oatmeal raisin. You have strawberry shortcake. So you have a good amount of different milks on here. So you have a couple different options, man. So So just want you to establish and speak about some of those.
Yeah. So the almond bliss has always been the most popular one. It's an almond milk that we make from scratch. We add a little bit of almond butter, cinnamon, raw cacao, which is raw chocolate.
Yes.
And a little bit of did I say date, banana, almond butter. I forgot what I might be repeating myself, sorry.
No, it's okay.
But yeah, it's really delicious. Tastes a little bit like horchata, if you've ever had Mexican horchata.
Yes.
And then the cacao almond bliss is the same recipe, just a lot more of the raw cacao powder.
Okay, that's nice, man. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and try this hemp milk and just see what it's working with, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna check in with this lady over here.
All right, go ahead, man.
How's it going? Yeah. The bathroom is in the back right-hand corner. Yeah.
Wow. This is dope.
It's nice and clean, huh?
This is dope.
Yeah, just a little hint of sweetness with the date and the pear, but not too much.
Yeah, and you can taste the spirulina. That's what I like. You can taste it. Wow, this is dope. You definitely want to try this hemp field. You definitely want to try this when you get here. I can feel this. This is nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing I like about that one is you do have some good amount of protein from the hemp and the spirulina and the kale. A total of about 9 grams of protein.
Wow. 9 grams of protein.
Yeah. In addition to that, you've got a good number of amino acids. And amino acids are the building blocks of protein. So what a lot of people forget when they're concerned about getting enough protein on a vegan diet, what a lot of people forget is that they're getting a ton of amino acids from green vegetables.
That's
and those are the
exactly
building
right.
blocks of protein. So I would argue that you're actually getting a better source of protein from a vegan diet, a more bioavailable sources of protein between the protein that's already there and the amino acids that make up complete protein molecules.
Wow. That's powerful.
Yeah.
All right, so I see, man, he also has different raw cheeses that you can taste right here. And this one right here is what do you call it again?
So this one is a cashew-based cheese. We start with a base of cashew and water, and then we add some milk-free cultures and a few other ingredients. This one is seasoned with some fennel. Fennel seeds.
That's right. I can see it.
And chipotle lime.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me try this out, man.
Yeah. And this one's aged for a month, so it's got a nice firm texture.
Wow. Fennel, cashew cheese, cashews, chipotle lime. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, this is nice. Turmeric. Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah, a lot of vegan cheeses are softer in texture, which is fine, but we really challenged ourselves with making harder ones because they're a little closer to hard conventional cheeses.
Yes.
Yeah, by aging it for a month, you get that firmer texture, so you can grate it or shave it on top of a salad, or just have it by itself with some nice bread or crackers.
Exactly. I can do a bread or especially crackers with this. I definitely can do that. This is nice. Okay.
Yeah, so for all you cheese lovers out there.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
there's hope.
That's right. Vegan cheeses. Now you get some nice vegan cheeses. Different options. Instead of having to have that dairy, we have vegan cheeses. He has vegan cheeses available here, so that's good. So, Scott, we want to speak on your Viva Raw cleanse summaries, right?
Yeah.
Speaking on the preparation of a plant-based diet. Also speaking on what choosing the right cleanse for you. So, give you a chance to break this down and what made you come up with this.
Yeah, sure. So first of all, I think it's really important to start a cleanse by prepping for a cleanse. And ideally that means 5 days of really clean plant-based eating going into the cleanse. And to be honest, that 5 days of prep and another 5 days of plant-based eating on the back end, in my mind, that's just as important as the juice cleanse itself. It prepares your body for the cleanse, helps you with that transition to the first day. By eating all plants for 5 days leading into the cleanse, you're already starting that cleansing and detoxifying process. Just by including all those fruits and veggies. And then if you do that, it'll make the first day of the juice cleanse a lot easier. And that first day, you probably feel a little bit sluggish.
You always do.
Your body's getting used to not having as many carbohydrates as it would normally have. But after only about 24 hours, your body converts over to burning more stored fat as a fuel source, and then the energy levels come back. It's just a good way. It's a good way. It's a form of fasting, really. You know?
That's right.
Yeah, different cultures have been fasting in different ways for thousands of years. And this is one way of doing that, using the cold pressed juices. So you're not only giving your body a break from the work of digesting, breaking down heavier foods, you're also flooding your body with a bunch of good nutrients in the green juices, the beet, the carrot, the almond milk. At the end of the day, you're getting such a wide range of vital nutrients, everything from vitamin K to beta carotene, iron, and nitrates, which are good for blood pressure. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. You're flooding your body with all those nutrients for 3 days or more. For most people, 3 days. Some people who have done a cleanse before will go longer, but for most people, 3 days is what works well. And then in terms of options, you've got a few different choices. We have 3 different choices laid out there in our cleanse guide, but at least 50% of the time we end up customizing them for folks because everyone's a little bit different. Just as one small example, if you were allergic to almonds, for instance, we obviously wouldn't give you an almond milk at the end of the day. We would find another solution like the hemp milk.
So what we have here now, we have the Renewal Cleanse, we have the Viva Raw Cleanse, and we have the Revolutionary Cleanse. So you have 3 different types of cleanses that people can be on. So that's very, very powerful. And Scott, man, I just really want to commend you for the aspect of you even taking out the time to break down to someone how they can go into into a juicing cleanse, and also to like transition into a plant-based diet. I think that's very important because a lot of people, they really don't know. You know, they don't have a clue, and you're providing that information. It's very important, especially for new people that's coming in and wanting to know more things. So, man, I have to commend you for that. Man.
Well, same back at you. I mean, a lot of people think that going plant-based is too hard or that it's too expensive, and I would say just the opposite. It's less expensive, and it's actually, in my mind, easier. So, for everyone out there trying to figure out how to make it happen, there's so many good resources. Come see us, come see Marathi. So many good resources in the community and people willing to help out and give you pointers. So yeah, and you just don't even know how good you'll feel until you take the plunge and do it for at least a month. You know?
That's powerful. Well, Charlotte, we're gonna wrap it up, but before we wrap it up, I want to allow Scott, to give a good health message to the audience and let people know and give people the understanding of why it's so important to go into this plant-based vegan lifestyle and what it can do for your health. So Scott, we give you the stage for a second to speak.
Yeah. So why go vegan? So many reasons, but I guess I break it down into three reasons. One is, as I said earlier, I did it primarily initially for my health, and it definitely helped just take my health to a whole new level. But in addition to that, I started to learn about how beneficial it is for the animals. I mean, there's so much cruelty going on out there, and just adopting a plant-based lifestyle is so much more humane. And then finally, it's really good for the earth too. I really enjoy going on my hikes, and if we don't take better care of the planet and the earth, then all that beauty that we enjoy when we go outside, it's not gonna be there in a few generations. So do it for the planet, do it for the animals, and do it for yourself.
Powerful, man. It's very powerful. Well, Scott, man, whenever we end our show, I always have to present my guys, my people with a gift, man. I want to present you, man, with a nice Vegan Love Culture
Nice. That's awesome. I love
T-shirt.
it. Yeah.
Vegan Love Culture means going
It's a
back
great
into the
logo.
earth.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Means going back into the earth for your healing, for your health, and to unite the human families, man. The more healthy we are, the more better we feel. The more better as a people, as a humanity, we'll come together, man. So
Absolutely,
that's Vegan
yeah.
Love Culture, man.
We're all connected. We're all one, right?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Thanks, Marathi. Appreciate
no
that.
problem, man. And I'm
Yeah.
also, man, I want to give you a superfood that I bring in from Africa called moringa. Moringa is the most powerful superfood known to man today. Fights over 300 diseases. Something very, very powerful. So I want you to get on this, try this, man, and maybe start incorporating in some of your juices, man.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, I'll give it a try for sure.
Definitely, man, definitely.
Thanks, Marathi.
Well, Scott, man, I want to give you also a chance to go ahead and let the people know how they can get in contact with you, give me your information. So go ahead, brother.
Yeah, sure. So we are inside the 7th Street Public Market in Uptown. And then we also do home and office delivery Monday through Friday. And then we have our mobile storefront, the Tuk Tuk, which posts up at the Duke Energy Center Monday through Friday during lunch. And then we're at the Regional Farmers Market out by the airport on Saturdays. So if you have any questions about the best way to reach us, just give us a call at 980-275-3834. Reach out to on social media to Viva Raw Life, or send us an email at info@viva-raw.com.
Powerful, powerful.
Yeah.
So Charlotte, as y'all can see, man, the importance of juicing, the importance of cleansing the body. Viva Raw in 7th Market Street, Public Street, downtown Charlotte. You can come and get some of the best juices, milks, and raw cheeses to go into a very, very nice plant-based lifestyle, and also go into a cleansing, juicing lifestyle in a very, very nice alkaline way. So Scott, man, we want to thank you, man, for taking out the time to speak on Vegan Love Culture Show, man, and definitely there will be some people coming your way, man. So y'all know what it is. Good health is true wealth. Healthy is the new cool and sexy. Vegan Love Culture is life forever. Peace.